Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm RJ. I have a brand new Chiliad Mystery episode for you guys. But first, I have to give a special shout out to motherfucking Ned Luke. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I definitely recommend it. It's at TrippyComs. Last night I was hanging out and I noticed that Ned Luke put out a hilarious tweet. Somebody messaged him saying, "Hello, Ned. Please help me to find the egg or to give me some indication, please. I search all the time. The mystery of GTA 5. Quick reply." Okay, you can see they don't have the best English, but still not a bad message. Ned did give him a quick reply saying the eggs are in my refrigerator, so that's pretty funny. I retweeted that, and then a few of you guys not only liked it and retweeted it, but you also messaged back some pretty funny stuff, and then Ned Luke liked a bunch of those tweets. So it shows you Ned Luke is really having fun with this. He puts out some funny stuff, guys. The other day, he put out a tweet of him coming out of a hotel or something, walking exactly like Michael. It was like Michael in real life. So epic. So once again, special shout out to Ned Luke. We're trying to get an interview with him in 2017. We'll see if we can pull that off. Definitely keep up with us on Twitter, so that way you guys can try to help us out. Obviously, you can like some tweets we throw out on that kind of thing. We greatly appreciate it. So let's get into this episode, guys. We're going to look at the three sons of Grand Theft Auto 5. Of course, it starts to rain right when we look up towards the sun. I had to reload the game, but now it seems to be pretty clear. So right away, you can see that Trevor's sun is a little bit blurry and very round. In fact, there's a ring going around it. Not sure if that's special, but you're going to want to look at the beams coming out. You see how they're extremely blurry. That is much different than Michael and Franklin's son. So let's switch it over to Michael. Hopefully he's hanging out at the casa. He was hanging out with Amanda just down the street, not too far away from his house. Check that out, guys. There are very bright beams coming from the sun, and the ring that goes around the sun is different as well. Now, the amount of detail that GTA 5 has is out of this world. There's detail in every corner. So maybe this is just showing you that the three characters have different eyesight. That could certainly be the case, but considering the sunlight's aura, that is the important part. Let's switch it over to Franklin. Franklin's over here in Grove Street looking for CJ. Maybe CJ has the jetpack, Franklin. That was the last person who had it in San Andreas. But if you look at the sun, guys, it is even brighter. That's pretty intense. And there's a distinct difference between each one. We'll switch it back to Trevor one more time. So once again, is that just because they have different eyesight? You know, with Franklin being the youngest character, you would think he has the best eyesight. Trevor's eyesight is probably pretty jacked up with the stuff that he does. Oh no, it started to rain again. But you guys see the differences. If you link that up with the Altruist Camp, that place has a million different sun symbols, including the message, "Praise the Sun." And then on top of all that, if you go to Fort Zancudo at 3 a.m., the same time that the UFO spawns on the top of Mount Chiliad, there is an abduction beam that spawns at Zancudo that shines down basically a huge sun symbol, and not just any sun symbol, the same sun that only Michael can see. So to me, that kind of shows you that it is pointing towards Michael with the sun. So the UFO shows off the symbol of the sun that only Michael can see. The sun shows off the jetpack symbol, which is here on the ritual stone where they kill people. And if you remember at the beginning of the game, Michael died. He got shot. I'm not sure if he had a bulletproof vest on. Of course, it looked like they probably faked his death. But that still is a little bit mysterious. We're not totally sure about the circumstances around that. And one of the huge messages found here hidden away at the Altruist Camp is he is risen. Well, who's the character who has risen after death? That is Michael. And if you look at the whole situation, it didn't even seem like Trevor was that surprised about it. So it's pretty crazy. All the stuff is pointing towards Ned Luke's character, Michael DeSanta, and I think that it's looking like we may have to kill him. Spoiler warnings, guys, at the end of the game, we all know you're given the decision on which character to kill. It seems like 90% of the people that I talk to, especially all of you guys, pretty much save all three characters, because if there is something to do with the Chiliad Mystery, we all kind of think that all three characters are involved. You might even have to control all three characters while unlocking the jetpack or whatever? Well, if you look at the ritual stone, all of the different clues, and the sun pointing towards Michael, we might have to kill him, basically sacrificing him at the end of the game for the jetpack. Why else would they be pointing towards him so much? And that is once again why I look towards Ned Luke. If he really does have to die in this game, then that is something that he knows. Do you think that he knows that we have to kill off his character to unlock the ultimate prize? I think that would be pretty funny if, that's something unfortunately we had to do. Eliminate his character so we can only control Trevor and Franklin. Michael seems to be a huge representation of Rockstar's past. He encompasses a little bit of John Marston as well as Max Payne. He even has Max Payne's ability. This bullet time ability is a huge link towards a lot of Rockstar's biggest games. So why would we have to sacrifice him? And if we maybe sacrifice him and come down to the cave here, is this where the jetpack would spawn? This is where you can see the different sun symbols. The only question I have when it comes to all this, the see the eye, the praise him and give thanks, what does that have to do with all this? Are we praising him by killing Michael? How the heck would that work? Nonetheless, I still think that we may have to eliminate Michael. The jetpack is on the ritual stone telling us for sure almost that we need to kill somebody to unlock the jetpack. That somebody is looking like it might just be our favorite character of all, Michael DeSanta. Keep in mind, Franklin also can see the rays coming from his sun, unlike Trevor, so he is also linked up to this. I have a feeling that he is the killer in the Chiliad Mystery. If you guys look at the names of the missions at the end of the game, when you decide who to keep alive and who to kill, the first decision is called the third way. That's where you keep all characters alive. Not exactly the right choice. It's almost like an extra option if you want to keep all characters. The next option is called something sensible. That is where you kill Trevor. Not exactly the right choice, but perhaps the sensible choice. And the final option, the times come, where you kill off Michael and surpass the mentor. The times come. It almost sounds like it is Franklin's destiny to kill off Michael, the guy who started it off all in the beginning. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, I think we have to kill off Michael to unlock the jetpack for Franklin. Maybe his cousin CJ will give it to him. Make sure to stay tuned here, Trippy Commentaries, and special shout out to everybody who's hanging out in the live stream before the episode. I do have a couple more live streams followed up by episodes planned out, so definitely hit the notification button so you can be part of it. Stay tuned here to Trippy Commentaries, guys, but more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.